Hello everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar. I am going to be doing, today I'm going to be doing the This or That Romance Reader Challenge, or tag. Well, it's not tagged in it, but you know what? I want to do it anyways. This was created by Caitlin from the Live Librarian and Victoria from Victoria Reads Romance, I believe. Might have just been Caitlin, but a bunch of booktubers have done it. Romance booktubers have done it. I wasn't tagged in it, but you know, all of them have said if you want to do it, do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because why not? So the first question is Cliffhanger or HEA? HEA. I don't love books that follow the same couples. Now, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it in a fantasy romance, but even then, I kind of just like my couples to have an HEA at the end of a book. I'm not a huge cliffhanger fan. I'm terrible at finishing series. So, HEA all the way. Hardcover, paperback, paperback. I don't love hardcovers. I'm not a fan of hardcovers at all. I actually prefer, a lot of people prefer hardcovers because they look nicer, but I actually prefer paperbacks. I think that they're gorgeous. I really love paperbacks, so. Angsty or Cutesy? I guess Angsty. It kind of depends on my mood. Sometimes I just want a cute, fun romance, but most of the time I do want it to have some angst and some longing and some pining and all of that fun stuff. Emotional or rom-com? Again, it depends on my mood, and it depends on the season. Like summertime, I want rom-coms. I want to sit at the pool and read a rom-com. I don't want to be crying while I'm sitting at the pool. I think that's a fair assumption. But when I'm sitting at home, curled up in the middle of winter, I want an emotional read. I want to like cry my eyeballs out while sitting on the couch, cuddled under a blanket. So it just kind of depends. I like them both. Can't really pick one or the other. I think it depends on the season. Standalones or series? I like interconnected standalones. So I like series that follow different couples, but are all in like the same friend group or in the same family, like the Bergman Brothers or The Wallflowers by Lisa Kleypas. Like I like that when a couple has one book, they get their HEA, and then the next book follows a different couple from the friend group or whatever, or the family. I enjoy it. So I like interconnected standalones. So, I guess technically it's a series, but it's also more of just a standalone. Booktok or Bookstagram? Bookstagram. I actively avoid Booktok. I like TikTok for other things. I like their recipes. I like the music challenges. I like stuff like that, but I'm not there for the books. I don't trust Booktok recommendations at all. They say some books are super spicy when they have one sex scene. They say some book, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of Booktok. Occasionally, I'll go and because sometimes I like the aesthetic Booktok videos where you're seeing the aesthetic of a video of a book, sometimes if I want to see my favorite quote, I'll go and look, because of course usually your favorite quotes are the ones that are the ones on Booktoks, but I prefer Instagram or Bookstagram. People or objects on the cover? People. I don't like objects on the cover. I'm not a fan of the discrete covers or alternate covers. The only ones I really like are the Sophie Lark Brutal Birthright series, and that's because those have art on the inside. Those have pictures, images on the inside. So I'm not a fan. I prefer the people covers. I don't care if you know that I'm out there reading romance. Now, the only time I like a discrete cover is in a historical where you get the gorgeous step back. And that's the way that they always were. Now, if freaking contemporaries did this, oh, I would love it. Do an object on the cover, and then I open it up, and I get a beautiful couple on the cover. Couple on the inside. Do it. I would eat that up. Love that, for sure. But, yeah, I am a people on the cover person. Give me the abs. Give me the sexy man. Give me the couple embracing. Give me the clinch. New releases or backlist? Both. I guess new releases because I get FOMO. But when I find an author I really like, I like to be able to read their whole backlist and have like when they have an extensive backlist, that's great. But I do really get FOMO, so I do end up reading a lot of new releases just because I'm like, I need to know. I need to understand. I need to know what's happening. TBR or free-for-all? TBR with the option for free-for-all. I play a TBR game. I have to have some sort of TBR because I am very indecisive. Like part of why I don't watch a lot of TV is because I literally would scroll through Netflix for hours just trying to decide what I wanted to read or watch. And I could do that with books. I mean, I could scroll through Amazon, searching the Kindle app, just trying to decide what I want to read forever. But if I have a TBR, I kind of have like an idea of what I want to pick up. But it also allows me to mood read within my TBR because I don't set a TBR for 31 books or 30 books or 28 books, however many days are in the month. I don't set a TBR for that many books. I set a TBR for like 7 to 15 books depending on what's going on. So I give myself a little bit of moody reader problems. I can mood read some, but then I also have books that I do need to pick up. Or I don't need to pick up, but I want to pick up. So TBR with a little bit of a free-for-all thrown in. Open door or fade to black? Open door. Leave that door wide open. Show me it all. I don't need you to close the door. I live alone. I don't close the door. Open door for sure. Audiobooks or ebooks / physical books. I love audiobooks. I do. I listen to one every day. But when I'm at home, I don't listen to audiobooks. I know a lot of people like to listen to them while they're like doing chores and stuff. I can't. I cannot listen to an audiobook while doing chores. I get too distracted. I can while I'm folding laundry. That's about it. It's the only time I can listen to an audiobook is while I'm folding laundry. I can't do it while I'm washing dishes, while I'm vacuuming, cleaning. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I've tried, but I get so distracted. When I'm at home, I prefer ebooks and physical books. When I'm at work, obviously I can't read, so I listen to audiobooks. So I guess physical and ebook. Kindle or nah? Kindle. My Kindle is my favorite thing, my favorite device that I own. I used to have an iPad, and I'm not even mad that I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. I think I left it on an airplane. I mean, it was older. Like, I'd had it for many years. It was, like, basically dead anyways, but I'm not even mad that I don't have it anymore. If I didn't have a Kindle, I'd be really upset. And not even just, like, for reading. Like, I can't read a iPad or my phone at the pool. I can't do it. I can read a physical book, but I live in Texas. I have literally had a book melt in the heat at the pool. So a Kindle is perfect because yeah, it'll get overheated, but what I do is like I'll like set it, I'll read a couple chapters, or I'll take I live in an apartment, in the pool there's like these tables. I'll take a table with me to the edge of the pool, and I'll sit in the pool, and I'll have my Kindle like in the shade under the table. So I love my Kindle. I love that it's waterproof. I can read in the bath. I can read, I can't do that with my phone or an iPad, because if I drop those in the water, they're done. Kindle, I dropped my Kindle in the pool one day at my apartment. I was sitting there and I went to stand up and it like slipped out of my hand. No problems. If I drop a book in the pool, it's gonna be ruined. If I drop my phone in the pool, it's gonna be ruined. Can't do that with a Kindle. So Kindle for sure, 100%. Best thing I own. Matte or glossy, I think this is about the cover. Matte for sure. I love when you hold it up, there's no shine. You do get to see the fingerprints, but I love the way the matte covers look, and I love the way they feel. Matte 100%. Buddy read or fly solo. Fly solo. I do enjoy a buddy read, but I'm so bad about it. Like, I have a book club on Instagram where we buddy read for like a week. Basically, we pick a book and we read for like a week, once a month. And I set it up so that each day you have a certain number of chapters. Some people follow that and do that exactly. 50-ish pages a day, perfect for them. Other people are like, I need to binge this whole book. I am one of those people. Some people binge the whole book at the beginning of the week, others at the end of the week, and we all discuss it on Sunday. So I am cool if it's like that, where it's a very like low-key casual type of buddy read, but like I'm not like, we're only going to read this many pages a day, and we're going to discuss these pages at the end of the day. I can't do that. So I guess fly solo. Small town or dark romance? Dark. I've recently been liking a lot more small towns, but dark romance all the way, forever. Give me dark romance. Because some small town romances can be dark. Just saying. New adult or adult? Adult. I am in my 30s, so I mean, I do occasionally enjoy a new adult romance because it's fun to like see, especially if it's like a sports romance. They're generally new adult, but for the most part, give me adult. Give me those older characters being messy, because my life's a mess. So, you know, and I am older. Sprint read or marathon a series? Sprint read. I am so bad about finishing series. It takes me a long time. Like, I've been reading the Fallen Men series since January or February. There's only 6 books in the series, and I'm still not done with it. I can't marathon a series. I get really tired of reading the same author back to back to back. I have been planning on doing a Sophie Lark deep dive for months, since like March, when I read The Savage. And I still have not finished her backlist to be able to do the deep dive. So I get burnt out reading the same author, because authors' writing styles don't change that much from book to book. I mean, they do, and some do, but for the most part, it's still, a lot of them are very formulaic and follow the same thing. I just can't do it. So I am a sprint reader, or like, I don't mind like reading like a book from a series a month, like 1 book a month. I'm cool with that, but I can't do it all in like 1 week, which is why I don't really love a series that follow the same couple, that's why I don't love cliffhangers, because then I'm like, I need to know what happens. But then I get bored and it takes me forever to finish. Alpha or sweetheart hero? Why not both? Mateo from Wolf Gone Wild is like my perfect man. He is an alpha. He literally is alpha. And he's a super squishy squishmallow. Cinnamon roll. I love alpha with a sweetheart side, or a sweetheart with an alpha side. Like, give me a good combo of both. I don't want a hero that's just gonna like do everything for, like, gonna be like, oh sweetie, da, da, da. No, I want you to take some charge. I want a little bit of like alphaness in my man, but I also don't want him to be like completely 100% alpha to where he shows no sweetness. So I need a little bit of both. Read multiple books or one at a time? Multiple books. I always have multiple books going. I usually have a physical ebook and an audiobook going at the same time. Sometimes multiples. Just kind of depends on what I'm doing. I usually, a lot of times will have like a fantasy romance going, a historical romance, and a contemporary romance all at the same time. Like, I always read multiple books. Baddie or Damsel in Distress? Heroine. Give me a baddie. Give me a girl who can do whatever. Like, she's like, take no mercy. Give me a baddie, for sure. I mean, there are times when a damsel in distress is great, but for the most part, baddie. And then slow burn and slow burn. The slower the burn, the hotter the payoff. Actually, I have a slow burn rec video. I will link up above, but I love a slow burn. Now, I don't love a slow burn. Like, sometimes I get annoyed with Mariana Zapata slow burns because it takes 90% of the book for anything to happen. But, so I can't read them back to back to back. I have to take a break in between, like, reading a Mariana Zapata. But, I mean, I consider a slow burn to be anything where they don't have, like, any kind of sex act until past the 50% mark. So, I mean, what kind of slow burn are we talking? Are we talking 90%, or are we talking 50%? Because I am all for a 50% of the way hookup. I don't love when they fall into bed together right away. Now, that's not to say I don't enjoy like a one night stand type of thing. I don't mind insta lust. It's when it's like they're immediately in love with each other. Like, hey, go ahead, have a one night stand where you fall into bed together, and then something happens, and then you end up realizing that you know each other, or something that you're not related. Ooh, that was dumb. You know each other, or you work together, or some, you know, your new boss. Like, I don't mind that kind of relationship, but I'm not a fan of, like, immediately falling in love with each other. So yeah, slow burn for sure. But that is all I have for now. I will write the questions down below, and I will tag Caitlin and Victoria down below because they were the original creators. If you want to do this, go ahead and do it. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think of these, whether you agree or disagree with me. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps me out. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye!